Peek-a-boo. Da-ba-ba-ba-da. I think we are on. Oh yeah. Test. I think we sound just fine. Boop. Okay.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. I've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
It's looking to be a fine
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. But he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quentin a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his door?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything.
The shad's all salted and smoked.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Master Quintin. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh,
God, it's
Lord,
sine wave.
Grieger. You
Alright.
were the hanged man.
Time to turn off the
I took
stream.
you for a rogue. If you're
It's
a
over.
friend of Master
It's only
Quintin's,
been 11
then perhaps
minutes.
you'll help me. His vineyard, Lost Wing's pride and joy, has been beset
crazy,
by a plague
bruh.
of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing
Bro
them off
really got
myself,
tainted
but
by
they won't
Sephi,
flee
that's
from
crazy.
the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quintin will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please. Rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Sure, bro.
All
I'll
right.
do your basic task.
I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lost Wing needs those grapes.
Yeah, we'll go over here.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble. That's enough. Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quintin's man know.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quintin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotan Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quintin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, He certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honour.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened. Goblins. Why am I not surprised? It's over. Not this time. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Oh no, the gorilla is infiltrating the stream, bro. Ah, what's up, Yoshi? It's like I saw you in chat like 20 minutes ago. Or something. Yeah.
But how did the grocer know his
Nose to see Nene.
My man told me what happened.
Oh no, bro. Anyway.
I can't help but notice you're alone.
The real prize is next month when it's anyone else.
I feared as much.
Except FF10.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away.
Who knows how long
I knew he was brave.
I will be here for.
No, I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work. And he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
And also no tactics. You're right. The needs of many. Nothing left here. I think that was the last side quest I have. Nice. Yeah, the side quests in this game feel pretty plain. Like, I guess they just leaned more into the story side rather than the technical side. Because most of the side quests, rather, I guess all of them at this point, is just go to this area to get something for me, or go to this area and kill something.
What happened? Is everything alright?
They're not really too different from each other.
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you...
Also, let me know if the audio is
The
fine.
things you dropped. I did.
I can adjust if needed.
And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only.
What's
It's from
going
his
on?
daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
No. They've been pretty few so far. They've been pretty few so far. This is probably the most I've had at once. Which still isn't really that many.
Wanted to send a message.
Right. Ba ba ba. We will save.
Well,
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny.
I do
never
wish-
took you for the type.
Wish the frame rate was a little bit better
Eh?
for the exploration part. It feels like they try to lock it at 60 for the combat, but the frame rate really suffers during exploration.
Wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail...
By the way, that's Sid on the left.
to fall back on.
Even funnier, his name is Sidolphus.
I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
They try to make it a PS4 game.
At least
Okay.
he's got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately.
His hairstyle does look a little bit like
I'll meet you in
Noctis,
Northreach in a
like the
few
grown-up version.
You two behave now.
This is like the time skip if they actually weren't rushing development. But my mic.
So, we're meeting in Northreach.
Over here. Hello, Mug. Why am I still up? Well, as you can see, it is only 11:46 p.m. for me. So, it is time to game. So we are playing Final Fantasy 16 instead of playing Devo. Oh. How is 16 so far? The combat's fine. It's fun. I don't have all the abilities yet, so I'm kind of waiting until I get at least most of them to pass judgment on. But they give you a lot of the fundamentals right away, which is really good. It does have some techniques from Devil May Cry 5, so it's not quite muscle memory, but knowing how it works kind of came fast to me. Story is kind of whatever, has its moments, but as far as story goes, it's kind of whatever. The frame rate is kind of my big gripe with the game. The cutscenes are 30 frames, which isn't that bad. They're probably pre-rendered, which is why it's locked at 30. But when you're exploring out in the open world, it is not 60. It is inconsistent. When you're in combat, they bump it up, which is at least something. But the exploration part is where the frame rate really is no bueno.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the
But so far, I've
scent
been liking it.
of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you...
It's just, so far, it hasn't completely blown me away yet.
You're the dame.
It's visually pretty, like with all the visual effects and stuff.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto was
This lady's ugly. Be gone.
I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it...
You could probably do a quick dungeon run just to show off some of the combat. Because you can replay dungeons.
I make it a point to do the same whenever possible.
The ones I've done aren't really like dungeons. It's kind of just walk through it for the most part. But you can replay the dungeons and they add a scoring system on top of it. So it does make it pretty fun.
You seek in the holy capital.
I could probably do one real quick just to show off combat.
Bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
You are ugly, lady.
What?
You say these are all from
Right.
Dalmekia?
Can I do it here? I don't think I can do it here. That's fine. We do have a fast travel point, so we can go back. So the hideaway is pretty much your hub area. This is where you buy items, improve your gear and stuff. This is hub land.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Alright, yep. Stage replay is pretty much you just go through it again. Arcade mode is where you get scored based on your performance, and Hall of Virtue is just training area. You can mess around with skills and practice against various enemies and stuff. We'll do arcade mode. You can see, I'm not gonna scroll over to the right because that's a spoiler, but you can see the fights that I have done. I have done only one so far, and that is the one on the very far right when I scroll over, which I am not going to show for spoiler purposes. But, we'll do... What do I want to do? Let's do... We'll just start off with Greatwood. I should have turned off cutscenes. But, oh well.
Not.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts?
So as you see, this is when you do certain abilities, you get a little ranking system down here, and you get points based off of it. And this shows your score per battle encounter.
There'll be deadly beasts.
Then you get a rank at the end of it.
How reassuring.
You're welcome for that and the shortcut.
That guy is Sidolphus. He is the Sid of this game.
Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Or maybe they're not.
So the combat is very involved. I'll only see out of that. Okay, that's whatever. So I have icon abilities, and they have like one base ability you can use, and then 2 interchangeable ones. It is pretty late for me, so I'm probably not going to be playing the best, but I will try. The gameplay has been pretty good.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Skip.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Remember when I said there'd be deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts are much better.
And you only think to mention is that.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Oh man.
Mind your head.
A wyvern.
I can see that. Doesn't happen to be a friend of yours, does it? Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
It's on that fire. I'm surprised I got a C on the first one.
Well, it appears we won't be going this way. I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
Well, they look not too happy. And for once, it's not my fault.
This is stupid. I like wolves.
Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Give me fire. Stay down. You're finished.
We did what had to be done.
Is it just for fun? I think it's just for fun. I didn't get anything the first stage I did prior, so so I assume that this is simply just for personal sake. I'm willing to bet there is an achievement for S ranking all the stages, so I guess there is an achievement benefit, but as far as the game goes, no, this is just for fun. Which is nice. Like, having an option to replay the previous stages is always fun. And to get bonus points for allowing you to rewatch the cutscenes or just turn them off if you don't want to see it.
That sword sharp.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
What? Still short. Just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
I thought so exactly.
Ah, shit.
Stops, no one knows. I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
Ooh, let's make another roll. Aye.
This time. Garuda, lend me your strength.
That was fun.
Come on. Stand back.
Cutscenes are pretty good. I like the cutscenes. Although Sid is a little goofy. Yep, this is still early in the game. So Clive does not have his poster outfit.
Well, not by choice, mind. Old bloody Rome of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Rome who saw fit to home.
Yeah, Signwave, there is a lot of this game with there's a lot of sexual implications.
What's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we
Someone
want
was
and deserve.
down horrendous when he was creating the terminology for this game.
Dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else.
Dominants and bearers.
Beasts should command respect, but instead has left as outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind of choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Huh?
Oh my god, Signwave. Bruh. Oh, I got an instrument from that. This is why FF2 fans are cringe.
Clive, what exactly do you plan on
FF2
doing
was a
to
mistake.
find this
They should have left it at 1.
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
So you can see I have 2 meters underneath my health bar. That is for a super that I will not show in this stream.
It's over.
Any future without FF10 is a future worth living. Exactly.
Mistakes.
And you know what's another plus? There's no FF14. I would be underneath a different name in a different timeline, or maybe I wouldn't even be a content creator at all.
In no time.
Some food for thought.
All I call a rest.
Oh my god, the combat gets pretty fun. So there are two modes in this game. You see here frame rate and graphics. Graphics locks your game to 30 frames, while frame rate tries to hit 60. So I also did clean out my PS5 a little bit. So all performance issues is not because my PS5 is old. Hey.
My wounds, boy.
Hey. If they stopped at FF1, I would have never met Indo. I don't know if that's a good thing. Think of it this way, Sine Wave. You wouldn't have needed to talk to another Filipino. Whether that's good or bad, that is up to you to decide.
A Royal Scout. Someone's far from home. Let's follow him.
And let's follow him as we go the opposite direction.
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Here's the slave masters, by the way. I mean, what?
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand.
Sine Wave, you joke about this, but in all seriousness, she is a dominant.
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Ooh. Even give you the POV shot. They knew what they were doing.
That woman. Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
Yeah, what you mean capture her?
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Let's get this over with then. At least they're not giant lizards.
What a lady on the wind!
Oi.
A little help. That'll help. Not this time.
Here's the boss. Aye. Hey. Bro's just kind of even letting me shoot him. Oi! Whoa, QTEs.
Behind you.
This is so dumb. Ugh. I'm surprised if I still get an S rank from this. Yeah, that C really screwed me over. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll take it. There you go. You can do that for every dungeon or level you go through. Care Norvent, this is the one, I think this is the icon challenge from the demo. Oop. There you go, that was fun. Here's all the abilities you can get. You get ability points. And the icon challenges, or not icon challenges, the icon abilities, you can equip 2 at a time. If I get any Phoenix abilities, then I have to put it into Phoenix slots. However, if I master these icon abilities, then I can use them on any icon slot. So for Rising Flames, I have it mastered, so I can go over to Garuda and put Rising Flames under Garuda. It doesn't have to be under Phoenix. So when you master it, you can put it under whatever icon you want to fit a playstyle. Yeah, a lot of Garuda's abilities are pretty good with dealing break damage. And presumably each summon, I only have Phoenix and Garuda, each summon has like one super ability. Let's do story. Yeah, the boss fights can get really flashy with all the QTEs. In my opinion, I think they overdo the QTEs a little bit at some points. I am not a fan of how the fight kind of stops until you press the QTE. I wish it led up to you pressing it and doesn't stop midway through. But it's so cool.
It's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Huh? What you mean by that?
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Another fucking branded.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement.
Huh?
As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can
Excuse
speak
me?
more at the Vale.
Yeah, Mog, so a little bit of context. So that brand you see on his cheek, usually it's the slaves that has the brands.
Well then, I suppose you're.
And the term dominance, those are the people that have the powers of the summons in them.
And if anyone
Meanwhile,
requests
Clive
your
here
company,
is
tell them
basically
he's
just
free.
getting their blessings, which is why he's able to use icon abilities.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
No, you don't look stunning at all.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, It's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor.
Oh no.
What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Moon and stars.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Okay.
So you're the new escort that
Wow,
I
it's
was
like
talking about.
the same girl,
And you've already
both
been
a different
sent
color
off on an
palette.
errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
Huh?
Told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she...
The
say
devs
anything
knew what they were
to
doing
you?
with these voice or
Before-
dialogue
Before
options.
she went missing.
They knew what they were doing
She
with the
needed to
writing.
meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
Yes, red quests is main story. Green quests are side quests, and the
Annoying
yellow
shit.
the yellow markers are side quests that you have previously accepted.
Tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Real training grounds. There's a little area I can go over here. What's this? Huh. Which is...
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword?
We'll just grab all the side
I
quests.
cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but The guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Okay.
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
I want to see. I'm gonna peek. I want to look inside. Can't. I hope it gives me the option to look inside. Eerily melodic tinkling that is likely best ignored. Damn, they're not giving me the option to look inside. He's all right outside. All right.
That's the day done then.
With the right
With
comes
reds, whites, ales,
fresh fish.
and a china
all from the Sea of Grace this.
Oh, I really hope it gives me the option to look inside.
Whether you have the coin or not. Where's your
I
master
don't
anyway?
sell to your kind.
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right.
I
Quickly now, before
I
the
don't
guards
sell to
notice.
your kind. Oh, I want to know what's inside so badly.
That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
I have no business with Branded.
Oh
I
man,
have
bro.
business with you. A package. Fresh from the
Everyone's
master's table.
racist.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
I feel like I am assisting a drug deal.
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
He's so mean.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
However do they get that colour?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
Bruh.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while at least.
Oh, definitely a
Sorry
drug
about the
deal.
welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Yeah, we're definitely distributing this guy's drugs.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain
just assisted a drug deal.
I suppose there's only one way to find out.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
Oh, the crystals.
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles.
But it's crystal
I
meth.
couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Nice.
It's not been half a moon since Bellum's. Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if he... Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind.
Oh my god,
Always
bro.
needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
Oh my god,
They
bro.
laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Okay.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either.
Are you gonna be high
Take
level?
a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Do these side quests have levels? It does not, but we are going to try fighting.
If that's what you want.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. Alright, so you know one end of a
Bro.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it?
So,
Fine.
use all the dirty tricks you want, and he gets obliterated by magic.
Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let a bearer win the dame's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
You got potential. I'll give you that. I'll be damned.
Oh. Soldier's bested at least just stabbed him in the chest.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be
He's
the old son
actually
had a
just
point.
dead, yeah.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Pride comes before a fall. Cobra.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But
Am
what
I
do you want
assisting
from
another
me?
drug dealer?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their
see ya,
bearers
Mark.
fed.
Thank
And
you
despite
for
my
stopping
best
by.
attempts at secrecy,
I
my
will be
efforts
going
to
for a
dole out
while.
comestibles have been noticed, which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom, a freedom I could sorely use.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. people will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least. I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well.
I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Well then. I suppose you'll need a little supper.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the Dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The Dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
The moon since Bellen's tour.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
The markets are up very good.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
You see it too, then? It's not just me bleary eyes playing tricks on me.
If you mean the waves stopped at full crest, then yes, I do. How could I miss the bleeding thing?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Go on, back to the pens with you. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
It's enough damning, you two.
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be...
You, Brandon, here, now! You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy! Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him!
All right. Where is he?
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Stay down!
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Damn. You were set up.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this, before it happens again.
You, Brandon, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Oh.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair.
Bruh.
It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes. Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
That's enough. Stay down.
Damn it all. Bodies. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one, in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new.
If it was...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again. Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrec.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Oh. Okay then.
I see I'm busy here. So, what'll it be? Anything else?
Alright, that is going to be it for me. I know it is a late stream, but I said, why not? It's only a simple 2 hours. It's whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna do more of this game. I'll probably do more when it calms down a bit, when it's not as new, so that I don't have to worry about spoilers. So I'll see y'all next time. That will be it for me. Bye.